Hello, fellow Toastmasters. How are you? Welcome to Pathways, Toastmasters International Education Program. I am Geri Tucker, Pathways Chair in District 100 for 2024 and 2025. I will be assisting you in the presentation today on Pathways, the new, I will say the new and like the enhanced program, which is the core of Toastmasters International for clubs in District 100. What is pathways? I'm sure you all know or have your explanation, but a pathway is a trail or other walkway that hikers often use to climb. The Pathways learning experience is an interactive and flexible education program like no other. It was created to help you strengthen your communication and leadership skills as you grow toward personal and professional success in the Toastmasters organization. Toastmasters wants you to find your voice. As you know, we previously did have 11 paths in Toastmasters, but now there are 6 specialized learning paths. They have been reduced. And here they are on the slide: dynamic leadership, engaging humor, motivational strategies, presentation mastery, persuasive influence, and visionary communication. And if you see there at the lower section of the slide, that's Toastmaster International that has pathways for FAQs, frequently asked questions, that you can click on that and really find out a wealth of information on what's going on with the enhanced user-friendly pathways that rolled out October 25th. Now, we do have those 6 specialized paths, but just for so you know, the 5 paths that were removed were effective coaching, innovative planning, leadership development, strategic relationships, and team collaboration. And also, Toastmasters, there are only 6 languages: Arabic, English, French, German, Spanish, and simplified Chinese. So that is the new system, and this is the way we are going. If you look at the 6 path, those are the designation for the path. Again, that's the dynamic leadership there. And you see the engaging humor, the laugh and smile, the motivational strategies, persuasive influence, presentation mastery, see the mic there, and visionary communication. These are the current levels and paths in the upgraded version of Pathways. Now, in Pathways, as a member, taking up a membership does give you a free path. And for getting set on another one, you go to your learning lab. And if you just look at the slide here for my educational achievements, there's our 3 boxes. Go to Basecamp, Learning Hub, and Achievement Board. This is the Learning Hub. Again, you have 3 boxes there: the Choose Path, or $20, the Visit the Navigator, or go to Basecamp. Here you're choosing a new path for $20, and here you can access Basecamp from the Learning Hub. Again, where that arrow is, it's Choose the Path. So you want to choose the path that you want. You may want to try out all of the paths. You look up there to how would you like to assess your materials. There's the box for digital resources. You can obtain digital resources online via Basecamp. Or how would you like to select your learning path? There's a take an assessment box. And what it does, Toastmasters, is take a brief online assessment to suggest learning path based on your goals. That part has not changed. And also in the box to the left of that, view all path options. You can view all of the paths available based on your selections from above. So now, congratulations, you are enrolled in a path. But how do you navigate the levels? Well, if you see that arrow pointing over there, it's easier than you think. Go to Basecamp. Again, we have those three boxes there. Go to Basecamp that access your learning path and tutorials. You're going to go to Base, but you still have, keep in mind, the Learning Hub, all your educational resources in one place, and there's your achievement board. We'll look at those down the road. But here you go to Basecamp and assess your learning path and your tutorials. Choose the path you want. In this slide, if you look at the top there, you got paths and learning, achievements, feedback, and resources. But this is path and learning, and you choose the path that you want. It gives you status of how active you are, where you are, and what point that you're at. Now, this is what a new path looks like. It's new and improved. Is easier to navigate. You have all your levels there, level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, and 5, and path completion. And you can expand all that information. And once you expand, you can see what's entailed in each level, what the expectation is, what the opportunity to pick from electives are. All that is enclosed in this overview. And if you look to the right there, you have you have online tools and bookmarks that can really assist you in completing your paths and the levels, and to really understand that this is an improvement in the Pathways program. That I think you'll really enjoy that, because it's so self-explanatory and it doesn't take a lot of time to really understand. But take a look at that when you're in your path, and really helps you to kind of move on and plan what speeches you'll be making. And once you're at that level 1 completion, now it used to be in the beginning when you signed in that you would have the option of picking what club you wanted your award to be credited to. Uh, at this time, you can select the club, and that's more so in the end with the submit level for completion. You have completed the project, and it's going to be sent to that Basecamp manager. And as it says right there, you are about to submit a completion request. And once the level is complete, projects are still available to view at any time. Again, that information is sent to the Basecamp manager. But be aware also, all club officers have access to this Basecamp. Now, it always has been, well, it usually has been the president, the vice president, and the secretary that had that ability, but now it is for each of the club officers. Now, however you decide to manage that, just be aware that each club officer has the opportunity to work on in that Basecamp. And there's only one sign in there also, sign in when you're submitting a path. How to get to the achievement board. Okay, here you go. You sign in, go to my home, and my achievements category will pop up. And once that pops up, you click on achievement board, which will display your awards. There you go. My education and achievements. Again, there's those three boxes to go to Basecamp, Learning Hub. They always give you the options of where you want to go. For my education achievements, you see that arrow there? Achievement board, which will bring up your awards and recognition. So now you're all done with that project. But how do I check my progress? There's your achievement award, the education awards. Now, right here, you see that big circle, click here. You can view your recent and historical awards. All that you've done in the Pathways program will be there. Just click there, and then it does pop up. Now, this is the screen here in the slide that gives you, if you look at the topics there, the titles across the board, education program, your completion date, and the club that received the credit. This will have those dates, and it's very specific. As you see, that it'll have the years and where all of that, those rewards and those levels of a completion, this is what the page looks like when you have submitted your information, and it keeps you on track, letting you know who received what. And sometimes, a lot of times, you may have given a speech and see you haven't been credited, but you always can work that out with your VPE. Now, also, I do want to admit you do get certificates for completing a learning activity. And guess what? You get badges too. Now, be mindful when you're completing your levels and pathways that there is a DCP program for each club, and that entails accomplishing 10 goals so the club can, once the term ends, Toastmaster term, June 30th, you would like your club to be right up there. It can be distinguished, select distinguished, or president. Of course, we all want president, but I bring that up because now is the time to monitor those speeches, measure where you're at, stay in contact with your VP to schedule those speeches throughout the rest of the year. It will really help in processing information towards the end of the year when everyone's really trying to meet a certain level of accomplishment. And if you, with the VPE and the members, if you will keep up with that as well as you can, because it really measures the success of a club. It keeps the club on point, and it helps the members to know that there's a seriousness in the club and a respect. But speeches and those level ones, try to complete them. And sometimes you still have Toastmasters aren't really aware how that uh, program goes, the Pathways program goes. But there is a base camp video that's out. It's about 16 minutes long. It's user friendly. It lets you know, it gives you a first look at a walkthrough of what's going on in Toastmasters. It's similar to the slides we've seen here, very informational. It takes you little by little. You have a FAQ page, as I mentioned, frequently asked questions, that has any kind of question you want to ask. What made Toastmasters upgrade or change the program? What do I do with the past that I was in before? All that information is there. And there is also at Toastmasters International, there is club support. So feel free if you have any question. No question is too small to make you more comfortable as you ease into and explore the additional resources. As it says here, do I get certificates for completing a learning activity? Yes, and you get badges also. Badges that can be shared to social media. There's a video there that will enlighten you or show you how you can do that. Some do share with social media. Okay, thank you all. We've gone through the Pathways Education Program. And are there any tips? Of course, there are tips. You may have tips for each other, or something was sparked in this presentation. But also, before we adjourn, there is a Toastmasters promise. And if you look at that promise, you'll see highlighted, as a member of Toastmaster International My Club, I promise. And there are a lot of bullet points there, but they've emphasized prepare all of my projects in the best of my ability, basing them on the Toastmasters educational program. Toastmasters wants the members to comply, and not being rigid or overly uh, firm, but comply with the program pathways. There's a reason those levels are set up the way they are, the minute count, and with the electives that will enable you to increase your speaking skills, your conversational skills, to enhance you in your everyday life, your career, and your family. So on those products, the best of your ability. And also the second one here, first they want you to prepare, but here they want you to adhere to the guidelines and rules to all Toastmaster education and recognition programs. In other words, they do want you to be involved and respectful of the education program, because it'll really enhance and, as I said earlier, help you find your voice in this organization. A lot of opportunities there. Fellow Toastmasters, and as far as the DCP program, if you take a look at this is the DCP board club alignment membership and goals that you can find at Toastmasters International. And what it is, it gives you an idea of how a club operates. We're looking at there's 10 goals that need to be met with the club, but if you look at that, the educational goals are 6 goals. And if you remember with the slides we looked at, there's the level 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6. And I encourage you to keep these goals in mind. They can add up and pretty quickly, but these are the different awards, that level 1 award. And if you look at the goals that are needed, especially those level 1s, there's 6 educational goals that need to be that need to be met. It's important that this is worked on and looked at throughout the year, each month. Maybe you can set up a program where, if when I say program, a club program agenda where each member knows the importance of adding speeches to help the club achieve that level, those educational awards. As you can see with this club is unfiltered, and there are the 4 levels, the 2 levels, the 2 levels, and 2 levels. But this particular club has completed that level 5, which is or D 4 or 5 or DTM award, and also 11.6. Now, sometimes it may be the newer members you want to concentrate on for those level 1s to get those. That can sometimes take a little longer, but it is doable. But you must encourage members and all. But as I said before, it measures the club performance in obtaining their goal, and it helps to strengthen the club, and it encourages other members also. But this is the DCP plan. The goal is 10. You can start. This particular club, is at 2 now. They have a ways to go, but it's a start. So remember, 6 club levels. Try to achieve that and be stay aligned with the VPE to stay aware and committed to where each member is at, because some members don't know and they haven't really entered all of their speeches, especially with this new program that rolled out on the 25th. So practice and check it out and look over exactly what it is and tells us. Some of the clubs or members are probably closer than they think that they are. But again, the goal is President Distinguished. We can always work up to that. Fellow Toastmasters, we've concluded here and reached the end. I do hope that you have a new take on Pathways. It is a user-friendly program. It's flexible and it's self-rewarding, it's self-paced, and hopefully you will make it a bit more of a priority maybe than you have. I am Geri Tucker again. Email Geri Tucker at sbcglobal.net. You're welcome also to reach out to me. I will contact you in a timely fashion and let you know if I have the answer. If not, I will reach out to those sources who will be able to assist me in responding back to you. Again, thank you. I look forward to hearing from anyone. If you have, I hope I've been able to add a little more information to your Toastmaster journey. And as of now, thank you so long, and I'll see you again.